My name is Maeve Harkin. I'm the Social Inclusion Manager for County Louth under the SICAP programme delivered by Louth Leader Partnership Local Development Company. The SICAP programme is the Social Inclusion Community Activation Programme. It's funded by the Department of Rural Community Development, administered by the Local Community Development Committee, the LCDC, and delivered here by us in Louth Leader Partnership. In March, when restrictive measures were introduced due to COVID-19, we were consulted by Louth County Council to join a multi-agency community call forum. SICAP offers a range of developmental supports under two goals. Goal 1, community development and social enterprise, and Goal 2, lifelong learning, employment, enterprise and children and family supports. As we celebrate National Social Inclusion Week, I'm delighted to tell you about some of the engagement, collaboration and involvement that SICAP has been part of under the community call and how we have been supporting the local community groups to support our most vulnerable communities during COVID-19.
My name is Mary Deary and I work in Louth County Council Social and Community Department. So essentially how the community call centre worked, or some people call it the community helpline, worked was that when people would ring in, we would mobilise, in Louth County Council, we would mobilise a response to that call. That call could often mean just delivering of groceries or medicine or the collecting of a pension, and that was a very simple task. All we had to do was mobilise the volunteer that was closest to the person that made the call. To support all of those groups, we had Louth Leader Partnership who made weekly calls to make sure that those groups could stay open, either as a walk-in service or as a remote service, so that when we needed to call on these people as a response, the groups were there with the expertise that was needed.
I'm Gráinne Beryl and I'm the manager of Louth Volunteer Centre. So when the government set up the community call forums in response to the COVID crisis back in late March, we were delighted to have the opportunity to be able to do something within our communities to make a difference. We were part of a working group of organisations under the community call forum, Louth County Council, Louth PPN, Louth Leader Partnership, SICAP team and ourselves. And we all worked together very effectively to, I suppose, have the best response possible for the community here in Louth. So Louth Volunteer Centre's role in the community call forum was the volunteer support. So those volunteers who were the responders really to calls coming into the community call forum helpline. And what we did was we provided guidance and supports directly to volunteers, whether it was groups or individuals, so that they could keep themselves safe when they were responding to requests for help. We also did Garda vetting of volunteers, and our big task, I suppose, was we mapped the volunteer response here in Louth right down to street and townland level. So what that meant was when a caller rang into the helpline, the closest volunteer could be identified, so it was the most effective response, both from a speed perspective and a safety perspective for our community as a whole.
My name is Mary Carpenter. I am the treasurer of the Ardee Active Retirement Group. We're an active retirement group. We organise outings and meetings for our group, and we have a yoga group, a craft group and a walking group. SICAP have helped us by providing funding for us to get our groups restarted, i.e. protective equipment for our members and funding to finish a project that we started pre-COVID.
So my name is Cliona Cunningham. I'm the coordinator of Connect Family Resource Centre in Drogheda. So we support community members of all age groups. We do a wide range of services, including low-cost counselling, food hampers, family support programmes such as Rainbows, parenting when separated, parenting adolescents, and we also have our Beacon Family Support and Footsteps programme for young people. So SICAP supported us during COVID by providing funding, which we spent on food hampers and care hampers to give out to community members. They also provided COVID-19 training to support the staff and the centre to open safely. And they provided, I suppose, support by the phone, check-ins, and if there was any support or information needed.
My name is Andrea Connolly. I'm the project manager of Codgilin. Codgilin is a community service provider for older and vulnerable people. SICAP in Louth helped us in regard to, they kind of had set up the community response effort is where they contacted all different organisations that had remained open, ourselves being one of them, and asked what were we willing to do. And then the SICAP, through the Louth partnership, allowed us maybe to apply for grants, such as because we were using extra petrol and that while we were carrying out these activities, and also grants for PPE to make sure that we were well protected while we were carrying out the activities. They also built up like a large network from different organisations that we got a lovely letter from them saying, you know, thanks for all that you have done, and that we're going to keep the list intact so that should things become bad again, we'll have to kind of have it in place.
My name is David Larkin, and currently the PR officer with an organisation called Disability Louth. Disability Louth was set up in mid-2016, and it's by far composed of primarily volunteers. The objective is to promote, develop and engage the interests of persons with disability through publicity, through training and engaging with local decision makers in County Louth. During COVID and particularly during the lockdown, SICAP gave us the facility to extend the reach of our existing helpline, which is there for members to use, and it became part of Louth County Council's community call. We also had online Zoom training supported by SICAP for people who weren't familiar with that means of communication, to allow our meetings to go virtual and for people to keep in touch. And during the period, SICAP also continued with any financial funding that we required.
My name is Dave Turner. I'm the voluntary manager here at the Drogheda District Support for Older People. Okay, here we're connected with old people. We do everything we can to help old people with any problem they may have, including a good morning call service in the mornings where we phone about 120 people up every morning to make sure they're okay. We have a care and repair team where we go around doing people's gardens and households. And we also have an office here which I'm sitting in where we help people with any problems they may have. SICAP, they have helped us with this current COVID epidemic by firstly helping us secure funds, and secondly putting us in touch with other organisations so we can all work together for the betterment of the older people.
Ejiro Ohe Stratton is my name. I am the founder of a new organisation here in Drogheda called Hands for Unity. So Hands for Unity is a new not-for-profit organisation based here in County Louth. Our aim is to bring all the different nationality women who have settled here in Ireland and in Drogheda together in one room collaboratively to solve problems here in Ireland and back home in their own home countries. We do this by giving them interview coaching, and then we trash problems with them that we can help them solve. So SICAP during the COVID has actually enabled our organization to keep going. They provided us with information from time to time. They kept in contact with us, they gave us training, they were able to fund our Zoom license to bring us to the online platform. They were able to fund our website so that we stay visible to those who want to access our service. They connected us with people in the community who were in need of the services that we provide to keep us growing in our organization.
My name is Lucy Rafferty. I am manager of Muirhevnamor Community Youth Project. We are here to support young people. We have an after schools project, we have a teen Garda diversion project, and we have a summer project. With the help of Louth Leader Partnership, SICAP, an application was made and we were successful to carry out a murals on our garden walls where when the children would return to the projects in September, they had really nice, eye-catching, welcoming murals outside, not just grey walls.
I'm Helen Thompson and I'm the manager of Omeath District Development. We're a social economy enterprise that addresses the issues of this rural area, including economic, social, recreation, personal development and environmental issues through the principles of community development. SICAP was a vital support for us during COVID. They work especially with her daily communication and check-ins, funding for mental health packs for our young people in the community. They also provided funding for our PPE equipment to reopen and also provided the training for a safe return to work.
Hi, my name is Colin Roach and I am the General Manager of the Redeemer Family Resource Centre. At the Redeemer Family Resource Centre, we look to provide health, sport and educational amenities to the community and surrounding area of Dundalk. SICAP has really helped us during the COVID pandemic by providing funding for my staff to be trained specifically in the COVID area. We have also been able to provide vouchers for the senior citizens in the area who have come through hard times during COVID with cocooning and being isolated.
Connecting.
Togetherness.
Access.
Equality.
Activity.
Wholesome.
Togetherness.
Engagement.
Support.